has been missing on the airwaves for a while. I don't know if he's on a short leave or a long leave, or the question again is, has he finally resigned or retired or even fled away from, media, specifically Citizen TV, Royal Media Services, on his show, the Jeff Koinange show, JKL. Jeff Koinange is one of those journalists who has had a long-standing serving career with visibility, interesting interviews. I remember the first time possibly I had just hearing of Jeff Koinange, I could have been in class 5 or class 4 right there, and then he has been open and honest and continuously told his story of how he used to work at CNN, and he was literally thrown at the heart of a warfare. I believe he was covering the Boko Haram story, something that led to his career being cut short at the cable news network owned by the Warner Media, CNN. And that's how he exited CNN and then started working with local media. So he's had, to say, a visible career that possibly inspired a lot of upcoming young journalists like me. And following his journey from KTN, and then, that explosive sit down between Miguna, where the current Nairobi woman representative, Esther Passaris, this man, I'd say, he's hard it. He's seen it all. And I remember at some point, Mainak again is saying that, I think it was in one of his morning, those kasheshes, because I used to work at Radio Africa, so I know. There's a kasheshe, a seg on Classic, where Maina Kageni was actually saying there's people who should just leave those jobs, especially if you've been at that gig for more than 10 years. It's time for you to, hang your boots and use the exit door, man. And I remember him mentioning Jeff Koinange, you need to leave television. He mentioned another person. He even said he himself, Maina Kageni, mentioned he's ready to leave the Classic 105, the Maina and Koinange show, and invite young Gen Zs and fresh millennials like you and I who are in media to take over. But again, if you've been closely observing as well, Jeff Koinange has been struggling to actually present news from the outer queue. There's times when the outer queue is moved closer to him. There's times I believe they've had to adjust the font. There's time maybe he hasn't kept with the flow and the speed of the words, depending on the type of software that they use to run the outer queue. There's times as well he's adjusted his prescription glasses to just enhance his visibility and eyesight. So probably maybe for me, I'd like to think of it that he's seeing an ophthalmologist wherever he is, and very soon he's gonna be back on the airwaves. I can't wait. I remember when he left for this short stint. He's still away till right now as we speak. He's not yet back on the air. Ayub Abdikadir said in the intro, he's sitting in for Jeff Koinange, he's on short leave. But again, I don't know if it's a 1-month leave or a 2-month leave, or maybe he's gonna be back this month, so I can't wait. But if you were to think of it, if Jeff Koinange was to exit Royal Media, Citizen TV, and for that JKL show, who would be the possible replacement? I have names, so I'm gonna suggest. Number 1 is the Brown Sakwa show. Brown Sakwa. Do you know what Brown Sakwa? Brown Sakwa is an incredible journalist. He's young, he's fresh, he has the technique, he has the skill, the talent, he's funny, he can entertain, he can capture you, he can feed you, he can massage your heart and get you there. So Brown Sakwa, number 1. If you don't know who he is, Google him. And then number 2, Victoria Rubadiri. Victoria Rubadiri is currently at CNN. She has a show called Connecting Africa. Interestingly, Larry Madowo and Rubadiri were pairs on NTV. And now again, they are working at CNN, even though Larry Madowo is the one who travels a lot internationally. But Vicky has the Connecting Africa show with Eleni Jokos. But I don't think Vicky would want to return to Citizen. It's like going back to your vomit anyways. But that's a gig. If you can get like Victoria Rubadiri live, that will be a big win. Another one would be take Janet Mbugua. Janet Mbugua, I know she had, I don't want to delve into the nitty-gritties of how, but Janet Mbugua has been open and honest about the reason why she exited Royal Media Services. So it will be great to have avant-garde moment for Janet Mbugua, like Janet Mbugua Live. She'd bring in the advocacy voice, rights, human rights, activism, and just, challenging the status quo, bringing the powerful to account. That would work. Another name that you could think of that could replace Jeff Koinange, apart from Ayub Abdikadir, who's already doing it, I don't know. You can name it right there. But do you feel like maybe Jeff Koinange has resigned from media and Royal Media Services, Citizen TV, and he's not gonna be back very soon? But shock on you, he could be back even today. So what do you think? Has he left media?